Hey you guys, and welcome in. My name's Tom, your neighborhood butcher, and today this is Shopping with Tom. We're going to go through all of our local grocery stores so you and I can save money on our weekly grocery bill. We're going to go through a bunch of different ads from a bunch of different local grocery stores, and these ads are going to run through August 20th through August 26th. We're going to stop and check out places like Bashas, Fry's, Safeway Albertsons in Arizona, Safeway in California, Cardenas, Smith's in Nevada, and the western part of Arizona, Stater Brothers, Ralph's, Smart&Final, Food for Less, and Vons. We're going to check out all these places and see how much money we can save if you pick just a few different stores in your local area and shop their hot front page item. Let's get at this, you guys. Let's do this. Let's go through this journey together. And the first place that we're going to start out at is Bashas in Arizona. Bashas is a very local company for Arizona, and one thing they're really known for is their produce. So let's check out the Bashas ad, and here we are, peak produce at the Bashas, and they're running a deal on California large avocados and mangoes for 99 cents each. Now, one thing Bashas is really known for is also some very good consistent meat prices, and we're going to go through that in just a moment. But for right now, we have Utah peaches, just $1.49 a pound. And then here we go, some $5 Friday deals. Looks like they have a dozen donuts for $5. I know at one point Bashas was one of the only companies that still made a scratch donut. And I'd be honestly willing to bet that they still run a scratch donut. So, you know, a lot of these other big grocery stores, they're running frozen donuts. So for $5 for a dozen donuts, man, you can't really go wrong with that. And then they have a rotisserie chicken for $5 and 4 ears of corn, 2 for $5. So not bad, not bad. $2.50 for 4 ears of shucked corn ready to go. 5 for $5 on Gatorade, and Mission tortillas, 4 for $5. Wow, that is a smoking deal. Bratwurst for $5. Man, $5 Fridays, here we go. You betcha. But like I was saying, they run some really good meat deals as well. And this week is no different. The T-bone pork chop. Now that is a kind of a, I mean, it is a T-bone, but it is a pork. Usually those are called pork loin chops, bone in. So they're kind of messing with the name a little bit on you. But for $1.99 a pound for that nice center cut pork loin chop, that's a pretty damn good deal. And then you have orange, gold, and red bell peppers and hothouse cucumbers, just 99 cents each. That's a great deal. And here's what I was talking about. This is the fresh ground beef, 80% lean, sold in the value pack, limit to $3.99 a pound. Man, they run this almost each and every week. You know, they'll have a few weeks throughout, God, it seems like the whole year, you know, that they don't run this sale. But $3.99 a pound on a ground beef is an amazing price, and it whoops up Walmart, that whoops up Costco, that whoops up a lot of places. And Bashas is where you can get it. They're also running the bottom round roast deal this week for $3.99 a pound as well. Limit to $3.99 a pound. Even bottom round. Bottom round makes amazing beef jerky, you guys. You get the front part of that thing, that rump roast of the bottom round, and that makes some great, great, great beef jerky. Looks like we have a Doritos, Lay's, and Kettle Chips deal here for $2.99 each when you buy 4, and then buy 2, get 2 free on soda. We talk about this each and every week. There's a bunch of different stores that run a buy 2, get 2 free sale on their soda. Makes it about $5.49 a pound, or $5.49 a 12-pack, excuse me. And that's not a bad price. Not a bad price at all. Let's keep rolling down this ad and see what else they have. Looks like we got S&W beans, chili beans, French beans, sweet corn, green beans. Just 99 cents per can. We'll see what else. Oh, here we go. This is a pretty good bacon deal. Farmer John bacon. It's a 12-ounce product, so it's a little smaller package of bacon. But Farmer John's pretty good. It's one of the classics. And at $3.99 each, that's not a bad price for Farmer John's specifically. Let's keep rolling down this. Ready to roast chicken breasts for $2.99 a pound. That's a pretty standard price across the market, and where it should be in my opinion. So they're being very competitive. Marinated salmon fillet for just $8.99 a pound, and that's pretty good for salmon fillet. You find salmon fillet, especially, just depends on what kind. If it's a farmed Atlantic salmon, $8.99 is right in that realm. If it's a Keta salmon, but that's a pretty good price. Whole fryers at $1.59 a pound. It's a previously frozen product, so be leery of that. And then you got split breast chicken, and that is also a previously frozen product as well for just $1.89 per pound. Here we go. Fresh Norwegian salmon, $9.99 a pound. Now that is pretty good. Now it's a farm product as well, but $9.99 a pound is just competitive in the market. Cube steak. Not a lot of people sell, advertise beef cube steak anymore, but it's $6.99 a pound. That's pretty good. It's a value pack, so you're gonna have to buy, 4 or 5 of those things. But man, cube steak is one of those that is very underrated. Let's see what else we have here. 8-piece chicken for $6.99. A couple beer deals here. This is a couple of their digital deals on beer. See what else. Ooh, mini watermelons at $1.50 each. Now these are digital deals as well, so you will have to go download their app and clip this coupon, so to speak, on the app. 3140 count peeled and deveined shrimp at $5 a pound. Peeled, deveined, raw, ready to go, no tail, no shell, no nothing. Man, that is a great deal for that kind of shrimp. And 3140 count is a good, medium to large shrimp, it's a good value at $4.99 a pound. That is a smoking deal. Definitely will whoop up Walmart all week long. Let's see what else we have here. Oro wheat bread, $3.99. That's just a decent deal. Sweet Baby Ray's. Sweet Baby Ray's is one of my favorite barbecue sauces, especially the honey barbecue sauce. At $1.99 each. That is a great deal. Let's see, what else do we have here? 35 pack of water for $2.99. It is still hot out there, you guys. In California, Nevada, and Arizona, it is smoking 110 degrees every single day. Make your donations if you feel it in your heart to make a donation. $2.99 on a digital deal. Looks like, it doesn't. Okay, limit 2. It's not bad. Churches, fire departments, schools, just so many places that you can donate water that, will get it to the needy. So please, if you're feeling, in your heart like you want to donate something, that is a great place to start. Sara Lee bread at $2.99 each. That's a great price for Sara Lee bread. And then we got Entenmann's. I love Entenmann's donuts. That's a classic donut too. And at $4.99 each, it's a great price. We got buy 2 get 2 free on Pepsi products. These are the 6-pack bottles, and that's not a bad deal. Oh man, we got some produce deals going on here. Plums, black plums, red plums, $1.99 per pound. Got pears at $1.69 a pound. Man, that'll work. Cubed soda, 24-pack soda at $10.99. That's a decent deal. And then Powerade, 10 for $10, basically $1 a piece. 3 for $5 on Body Armor. What else do we have going on here? And that's it for the Bashas ad. Just a quick rundown, of these ads. I like to break down the produce and the meat specifically. Me being Tom, the neighborhood butcher, I especially want to call out the meat products, as I think that's the best place that you can save money over, say, your Walmarts and your Costco's and places like that. All right, let's roll into our next ad, and that's going to be Fry's. Fry's is an Arizona company too, local, but it's part of that Kroger hub of stores. And Fry's is a good company. Let's see what they're running this week, and it looks like they have a petite sirloin on sale for just $5.99 a pound. You know, petite is one of those. It's just a decent steak, and at just $6 a pound for a decent steak on the grill, man, that'll work. That is a good price. Definitely will beat Walmart right there. Personal watermelons or King of the West honeydews at 2 for $3, so $1.50 for one of those smaller, personal watermelons. That's a pretty darn good price right there. Looks like they have a 2-day sale going on. Kroger red potatoes. It's a 5-pound bag for $2.99. That's a good price right there. And then they also have the ballpark franks. Now these are the meat franks, bun length and regular length, for 3 for $5. Now here they've been a little tricky. I don't know if you noticed down here, selected varieties, and it says 15 ounce. That's a recent development. This size ballpark frank was a 16 ounce, so they've taken an ounce from you and probably jacked the price up. But in this situation, this is a good deal at 3 for $5. Look like Kroger potato chips is just 99 cents. It's not bad for just a bag of potato chips. 99 cents, man, that's a great deal. And that's your 2-day sale on Saturday and Sunday. Looks like we have Jimmy Dean breakfast sausage and Hillshire Farm lunch meats. This is a 9-ounce lunch meat and a 16-ounce Jimmy Dean breakfast sausage for $3.99. That's not too bad. Heritage Farm fresh chicken, drumsticks, thighs, and whole fryers at $1.29 a pound. You know, the days of 99 cents a pound drumsticks and thighs, I won't say they're gone, but man, we're kind of hard pressed as prices start inching up in this economy. Let's keep rolling down this ad. Buy 2, get 2 free almost every week, and a handful of these stores are running this deal. Makes it $5.49 a pound, at a $10.99 regular retail. So make sure you pay attention to your regular retail when you're trying to take advantage of these buy 2, get 2 frees. Stouffer's meals, 4 for $10. Lean cuisine meals, 4 for $10. Some people just like that quick and easy thing you can throw in the oven or throw in the microwave. I'm not a fan, but hey, some people are. We got Lay's, Doritos, and Fritos, 3 for $8 when you buy 3. So you have to buy 3 bags of chips to get that 3 for $8 deal. But that isn't bad, you guys. Not bad at all. Now here's your weekly digital deals. Remember, you must take advantage of these deals within 1 transaction. So on your first transaction, up to 5 times. So you have Kroger sausage for $3.99 each, and Hillshire, the whole line of sausage. Beef Polish kielbasa, smoked sausage, beef smoked sausage, just regular kielbasa. So you got lots of different options at $3.99 each. These are giant sized Cheerios and honey toasted crunch for just $3.99 a box. That's not bad. Man, woo! Peanut butter for 99 cents. Man, for the kiddos especially, I mean, that is a great snack. It's a great lunch. It's a lot of things. 99-cent peanut butter. Why not? Gala apples and Bartlett pears at 99 cents per pound. Yes! And earn 4 times fuel points on Fridays, you guys. Fridays is 4 times fuel points. It's a great deal. Get in there on Fridays and shop these ads and save money on your fuel as well. Here's some more weekly digital deals. We got a 26 30-count shrimp for $6.99 a pound. It's a great shrimp. It's a large shrimp, and it's $7 a pound. That's not bad. Ready to go. Here we go. Cocktail sauce, and your party is served. And then we have Red Baron pizzas at $2.99 each. That is a smoking deal right there. We have seedless mandarins, a 3-pound bag for just $3.49 each, and goldfish for just $1.49 each. Man, that is a great price. Those things are usually like $3 or $4 each. So that is a smoking deal. Let's see what else we have here. Kiddos are still going back to school. Here we go, Frito-Lay multi-pack, selected varieties, 18 count for just $7.99 each. That's not a bad deal. Not a bad deal at all. Man, I don't usually, show off prices on laundry detergent, but $3.99 each for laundry detergent is pretty damn good. in my opinion. Let's see what else is in this ad. There's a great deal on Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. We talked about that. At Bashas it was $1.99. At Fry's it's $1.49. That is a smoking deal on Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. One of my personal favorites when it comes to barbecue sauces. Lunchables for $3.49. Those are the bigger ones, more exotic. Let's see, meatballs and Hormel Black Label bacon at $5.99 each. This Hormel bacon is a 16-ounce product, so that's just okay. Ooh, a 5-pack of mac and cheese for $3.99. Man, that's less than $1 a box. That is a great price for Kraft mac and cheese. It's the 5-pack, so you got to buy the bigger pack. Denmark sausages, 10 for $12. It's not too bad. Denmark is a local Arizona company and a really cool little company that makes a lot of exotic little things. And they have a really nice sausage line that's in the Fry's stores. So $12 for 10 of those isn't too bad. Ooh, Hatch chilies. Still here, still in season. Love me some Hatch chilies. Roast them, smoke them, dice them up, put them in your meats, put them in pork, put them in whatever, man. They do a really good job. Love me some Hatch chilies. Dry them out, use them as a seasoning. Good stuff. Very good stuff. Let's see what else we have here. Mild Italian sausage, $4.29 for a pound of sausage. It's not bad. This is part of their lower prices deal. I don't know. You've heard me talk about this in the past. A lot of the times they'll put this, oh yeah, new lower prices, and then they jack the prices up and tell you that it's a lower price. It's a catch-22, unfortunately, and just part of the marketing scheme when you go to the local grocery store. And one, you need to pay attention. They'll have every single kind of way to impulse buy you that you could possibly imagine when you go into the grocery store. But you need to have a list. Have your list on your phone, whatever you're going to do when you go in there to keep yourself focused and only buy what you need and only buy what's on sale. Let's keep looking down this thing. 10 for 10 pork chops. That is a regular price, unfortunately. For the 10, that is all the time. You can find that boneless pork chop, 10 little chops. They're thin cuts, about 1/2 inch. But for $10, why not? Pork shoulder, $2.29 per pound. That's not bad. Buy one, get one free on Hormel pepperonis. If you're ready to make your own pizzas, man, why not? There you go. Yeehaw! Bottom round London broil sale at $7.99 a pound. That's no bueno. We want to see a lower price on that product in particular. Janie O ground turkey at $4.99 a pound is a good deal. That is good. 93% lean. It's a good deal. Lobster tails, the 3-ounce lobster tails, or ahi tuna portions, 7 ounces at $6.99. Not such a good deal on the lobster tails, but a pretty good deal on the ahi tuna at $6.99 per fillet. 2 for $6 on Kroger sides, and you got cutlets and boneless skinless breast, 2.5 pound bag at $9.99 each. Not too bad. And I think that's about going to do it for Fry's. All right, let's switch into this is the Safeway Albertsons in Arizona. So we've hit 3 Arizona stores so far, and then we'll roll into some California stores here in just a few minutes. And I've been super impressed with these ads in the Albertsons Safeway stores in Arizona. They have been running some smoking hot competitive front page items to really draw you in their stores. And this week is no different, in my opinion. And here's one of their digital deals. You got blueberries. It's only a 6-ounce pack, but for 77 cents each. Woo! That's a great deal. Not bad. Spare ribs at 97 cents per pound. That's one of the cheapest prices I've seen on spare ribs. God, it's 6 months probably. So that is a great deal. Here's that Hormel Black Label bacon for $3.97 each. That's a 16-ounce product. That is a good price, you guys. Cannot say enough. That is a great price. And Hormel is a good brand of bacon. Let's see, 127 each on Rockstars and Pepsi 2-liter bottles, as well as Gatorade, Lay's, Kettle Chips, and Goldfish at 197 each. That's not bad, man. Those are some pretty good digital deals. You will have to go download those or clip those coupons, at their website or app. We have a USDA Choice London Broil, Chuck Cross Rib Bottom Round, Eye Round, or Top Round Roast at $5.99 a pound. Boy, that's a lot of roast at $5.99 a pound. You really can't go wrong. $5.99 a pound is the new normal price for these roast sales, in my opinion, going forward. But here's one of the best deals in the whole paper right here, $1.99 a pound on boneless, skinless breast chicken. That is a good deal. Let's see what we have here for shrimp. 1620 count at $4.99 a pound. This is a jumbo raw. I don't think I'd put a 1620 count in the jumbo category. Maybe large to extra large, but not jumbo. But at $4.99 a pound for that product, that is a good price. Intamin's Donuts, this whole line of donuts, 2 for $6, so $3 a box. We saw them at a higher price in another store. This is a good price right here, 2 for $6. Mini Cenas watermelons and giant cantaloupes, 2 for $3, kind of the same price the fries was running. Then we also have the mandarin cuties, basically. It's a 2-pound bag at $2.99, so that's just an okay price. So here's a whole host of 99-cent deals. Just got to look for this POS. Man, it seems like it has a ton of things across the whole store. That's 99 cents. All right, here's a third store in a row. Buy 2, get 2 free on Pepsi and Coke 12 packs. Almost every single week, you guys, you can get a good deal at the local grocery store. Save yourself a couple bucks. Tillamook cheese at $2.49 each is a good price. Doritos and Cheetos at $2.49 each. That is a good price. Shite, guys. Here we go. On sale. August 22nd only. We got the Jennie-O ground turkey, 93% lean at $2.99 per pound. Man, that is a great deal, you guys. That is worth going into Safeway Albertsons in Arizona and picking up. Lloyd's mini racks at $3.99 each is pretty damn good. And looks like 2 pounds of strawberries for $1.99 each. Man, we're rolling some damn good deals. Woo! See what I mean? These guys are just selling some stuff. DiGiorno pizza at $4.99. That's only on August 22nd. And then we have a few little deals here. Odds and ends. Oreos at $2.99. Sara Lee bread at $2.99. Thomas's English muffins at $2.99. So there's quite a few of these little deals on these coupons. Now these are the party size chips here. You got Fritos and Lay's and looks like Snyder's. Pretzels at $3.99 each. That's not bad. Not bad at all. New York strip steak. That's a bone-in at $11.99. That's just an okay deal. Here's another part of this one-day sale at the Safeway, Albertsons. What do we got? 3 to 4 ounce lobster tail at $4.99. That is a great price, you guys. Great price. Man, I cannot believe the deals that these guys are running. 85% lean ground beef sold in the value pack at $5.99 per pound. Excuse me. That is a great price as well. Atlantic salmon at $9.99 a pound. Another good price. Just smashing it out of the park, so to speak. Here's some more digital deals. You got your Oscar Mayer lunch meat line. This is the 7 to 9 ounce line for $3.99. That is pretty good. Hebrew National at $4.99 a pound, or each, is a great deal as well for the Hebrew National Franks. And I think that is going to about do it for the Safeway in Arizona. Now we're going to switch over to the Safeways in California. These are just Safeway stores, not Safeway Albertsons stores. So let's flip over to the California Safeway ad, and they're running a pretty good deal as well on a lot of different items. Yellow peaches, nectarines, and black plums at $1.99 per pound. Why not? assorted pork chops at $2.99 per pound. And here's one of the better deals we've seen on Atlantic salmon. Whole fillet. This is a farm-raised product at $8.99 a pound. That is a good deal. And then we have Waterfront Bistro Jumbo Raw Shrimp, 21 to 25 count. Again, I just don't agree with these sizes. You know, they like to throw the jumbo and extra jumbo and gigantic, amazing, huge shrimp. You know, and it's just not that. It's a 21, 25 count, which is how many you're going to get per pound, by the way. And at $5.99 a pound, that's not bad. That's not a bad price. You know, I'll take that. Buy two, get two free on Doritos, Fritos, Sun Chips, and Smart Food. Why not? That's good. Just look at that regular retail. Make sure you're getting a good deal. Here's some of your exclusive digital deals. $1.77 a pound on red and green grapes. Not bad. Signature Farms 80% lean ground beef. Bam! The best price in ground beef we've seen so far. It's a mega pack, so it's going to be a gigantic pack, but at $2.97 a pound. Man, how can you go wrong? Damn it. What do we got here? Lamb loin chops. I tell you, a lamb loin chop at $6.97 per pound. It's kind of unheard of. I mean, I've seen stores all over the valley. You know, I live in Arizona, and I mean, lamb is like $14 a pound. So that is a great deal for lamb loin chops. Man. Oreos on sale, $2.97 each. Tillamook cheese at $2.47 each. Damn, they're rolling the deals here at the Safeway in California. Safeways are trying to compete across the country, or at least a couple states that we look at anyway. If you'd like me to look at other states and break down those ads for you, leave a post in the comments. Just tell me what stores you want me to talk about, and I will bring them up for you. I promise. And hey, while we're sitting here, hit the subscribe button. It's a free subscribe button. Just hit it and then hit the like to keep me in the algorithm. Man, thank you. Let's continue looking at this ad. What else do we have here? Eggos for $2.99 each. Pop-Tarts and Cheez-It snack packs and multigrain bars for $2.99 each. That's not bad. Not bad. Let's see what else we have here. A 2 for $3 on salad kits. That's pretty good. $1.50 for a bag of salad. Shit, why not? There's that Hebrew National Frank price again at $4.99. Second store in a row we've seen with the $4.99. These are some of their little coupon deals. You know, you'll find some decent deals in here when you're looking at these little coupons. Sweet Baby Ray's, there's $2.49. We've seen some cheaper prices on that already. And hell yeah, let's get some Fireball in there. $10.99 each. Why not? All right, we got buy one, get one free. Top loin, boneless pork, top loin chops, or thin cut. Buy one, get one free. Looks like it's a mix and match deal as well, and that's not too bad. Not bad. It's an organic. It says it's an organic whole chicken. $2.99 is not bad for organic products. I don't know if I totally believe in organic, but you know, hey, we'll let them have their day. All right, let's see here. I mean, there's so many inconsistencies on organics. I could go on and on about that. We'll have to have another video on that in itself. 2 pounds for $5. Signature select pork shoulder, country style ribs, or steaks. Yeah, that's decent. These are $5 Friday deals. August 22nd, 10 ears of corn for $5. 16-20 count shrimp. This is a raw shrimp. Extra jumbo. Come on. It's 16-20 count shrimp. It's not an extra jumbo. I mean, I'm thinking extra jumbo when you're looking at a prong shrimp, you know, it's going to be, anyway, 5 inches long. No, that's not the case. But that's not bad. $5 for that size shrimp is not bad. 2 pounds of strawberries for $5. It's $2.50 a pound. Just okay. Planters peanuts, 2 for $5. Let's see what else we have here. 3 for $10 on Pillsbury, cinnamon rolls, crescent rolls, and biscuits. What else do we have here? I mean, there's just a lot of little deals in here. 3 for $5 on Gatorade. As you get down the ad farther, unfortunately, they start really kind of jacking the price up, and it's just more of a just letting you see the items, thinking that you'll impulse buy them. And that's it for the Safeway California ad. All right, let's roll into the Cardenas. We love little Cardenas. It's in Arizona and California. God, I even think there's a few in Nevada. But these stores are cool. Very small, quaint little stores. And every single week, I can guarantee they're going to be running some sort of roast deal. Chuck, Claude, tip, $5.99. And this week, we're running a sirloin tip at $5.99. I'm telling you, there was like 2 months straight that they were running a chuck roast ad. Every week, $5.99. Yeah, well, you just can't go wrong with that. 4 pounds of watermelon for just 99 cents. That's not too bad. Leg meat at $2.49 a pound. This is regular or marinated. That's just okay. It's an 18-count egg for $3.99. This is an extra. This is a large grade A. Just okay. That's an okay price. And that's one of these things. It's a very small, quaint little market. You can get lunch there, all different kinds of things. And they just run some decent deals, competitive deals in the market. But they have a lot of interesting things that you might find, that'll tantalize your dinner a little bit. 2 ears of corn for 99 cents. They run this almost every single week too. This is a diced beef for $5.99 a pound. Man, you can't get stew meat at any store for $5.99 a pound hardly. So that is a great deal. We got a boneless chuck steak at $6.99 a pound. That's great. It looks like a thin cut. You can get it marinated or not for that price. Why not? That's a great deal. Let's see what else the local Cardenas is running. Ramen, 5 for $2. Shit, that's cheap right there. 5 for $2. Lunchables for the kiddos, 99 cents each. Why not? There you go. That's just a cheap little deal too. Let's see what else they're running. 3 for $5 on Squirt and 7-Up. Usually they run a soda deal, but I'm not seeing one today. Well, the 24 packs are $10.99, it looks like. Oh, there we go. 99 cents a pound right here. Right here on strawberries. That's a 16-ounce package for 99 cents. That is a great deal. There's the flat meat on sale, but $11.99 a pound for the flat meat. I've been talking about flat meat. It's one of my favorite meats for carne asada, but not at $11.99 a pound, you guys. I don't care if it's marinated or not. That's expensive. We see a lot of deals for it around $7.99 a pound, and that is a good deal in my opinion. 4 for $5 on Barras Jumbo Franks. Short ribs and flanken style ribs at $7.99 a pound. That's not bad. Flanken style rib on the grill, marinated. Man, that's a great piece of meat. And then use like a classic carne asada marinade, lime, orange, a little bit of beer, cilantro, that sort of real fresh flavor. Man, would just really kick it off with those flanken style ribs, in my opinion. Little pork ribs for $3.49 a pound is just okay. There's a $1.29 a pound on drumsticks right there, marinated or not, for $1.29 a pound. Top sirloin, $8.99 a pound. Top sirloin, just one of those good steaks on the grill. That would kick off a good weekend right there. Let's see, what else do we have? Pork sirloin end chops at $1.49 a pound. That is a good price for. Man, I'm telling you, that sirloin chop is a smoking good chop on the grill, you guys, right there. And then, hey, every single week we can get fresh tilapia at the Cardenas for $4.49 a pound, almost every single week. And that's a good price on tilapia. I love tilapia. It makes a great fish taco. Anything you put flavor-wise on that tilapia, that's what you're going to taste. It's not a real fishy fish. It is a great fish. All right, that's it for the local Cardenas. And let's roll into the Smiths. Smiths is mainly a Nevada store. And then, on that western part of the Arizona border, Kingman, Havasu, Bullhead City, Parker have Smiths in them as well. And they're part of the Kroger hub of stores. And it looks like they're running a buy one, get one free to kick this ad off on their Tyson chicken, boneless, skinless breasts, or tenderloins, or Tyson drumsticks, thighs, or wings bone in. Buy one, get one free. Just look at the regular retail to see what you're getting as far as a good deal. $2.99 a pound on organic strawberries. It's not bad. 2 for $3 on your personal watermelon. $1.50 a pound, $1.50 each on those small watermelons. And then here's your Kroger red potatoes, 5-pound bag for $2.99 a pound. And then here's your Ballpark Franks, bun length and regular, 3 for $5. Now this right here is a pretty good deal on hamburger. 85% lean is one of my favorite grinds. It's that middle grind, has 15% fat, 85% meat, and is a classic taste in my opinion. And at $4.99 a pound, that is a great, great deal. It is sold in a 3-pound package, but you're talking about Angus, Private Select, Angus cow hamburger. Good stuff. That's a good price. Excuse me. Jimmy Dean rolled sausage and Hillshire Farm lunch meats, $3.99. And I tell you, this Kroger butter right here, I love this stuff. I've been eating it quite a bit, and 2 for $7. That's a pretty good deal. Buy 2 get 2 free. Here's like the 4th or 5th store that we've seen run buy 2 get 2 free on soda. It's going to be your Pepsi and Coke products. Buy 2 get 2 free, and at $10.99 it makes it, what is that? $5.49, I believe. Let's see what else we got here. Kroger potato chips at 99 cents. And then we have Fritos, Doritos, and Lay's 3 for $8 when you buy 3. So you see some of the similarities between the Smith's ad and say the Fry's ad, because they're both Kroger stores. And we'll hit a couple more Kroger stores as well, and you'll see some similarities in these ads. Here we go. They're digital deals. And it's a lot like the other one. We have your Kroger sausages for $3.99, as well as your Hillshire Farm, Polish kielbasa, beef kielbasa, smoked sausage, beef smoked sausage. I think they run a hot and like a cayenne or Cajun or something like that as well for $3.99. I love that looped regular kielbasa. It's one of my favorites personally to put on the grill. Slather it with the Sweet Baby Ray's. Anyway, that's heaven in my opinion. Cheerios, Honey Nut Cheerios and Cinnamon Toast Crunch at $3.99. These are the giant size boxes. It's not bad. And peanut butter, 99 cents a jar. Not bad. Here's that 26 to 30 count shrimp sold in the 2-pound bag, cooked, ready to go with just the tail on it for $6.99 a pound, and Red Baron pizzas at $2.99 per pound. Seedless Cuties 3-pound bag, $3.49, and Goldfish at $1.49 a bag. That's a littler bag, but still good. That's still a good deal. Man, Crest toothpaste, 99 cents each. What do we got? 4.2 ounce. That's a decent sized tube of toothpaste for 99 cents each. I don't really call that out, but that is a good price. Let's keep going down this ad and see what else we have. At the Smiths, there's that Sweet Baby Ray's at $1.49. Jiffy peanut butter at $1.99 isn't bad. Thomas's English muffins, and I can't believe it's butter, at $2.99 each. Not bad. Those are decent prices. Now here's the smaller boxes of Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Honey Nut Cheerios at $1.79 each. And then we got the Hormel Bacon, which we have seen better deals on this product, but at $5.99 each, it's just a decent deal. Here's a smoking deal for the kiddos. Man, the 5-pack of Kraft's macaroni and cheese at $3.99. That makes it less than 99 cents per box, which is good. Very good. Denmark sausages at $12 for 10 of them. 2 for $5 on just your American sliced cheese. $1.99 on French's mustard. And then Hatch chilies still at $1.49 a pound. God, I love me some Hatch chilies, you betcha. Smoking deal. You can put those in anything. Man, this shaved steak right here, $7.49. Throw some diced up Hatch chilies in there with some onions and man, and then man, cook that all together. Basically Philly cheesesteak right there with a little twist. Here's some lower prices. Ground Italian sausage for $4.29. It's just okay. Again, that's one of those situations where they tell you it's a lower price, but yet they raise the price and they're still telling you it's a lower price. Yeah, I hate it. 10 boneless pork loin chops for $10. That's not bad. Buck a chop. And $2.49 a pound on your pork shoulder. Buy one get one free on Hormel pepperoni. Boy, they've come out with some cool Hormel pepperonis. There's a chorizo. There's a jalapeno. There's a lot of different kinds of Hormel pepperoni that they're putting out nowadays. Man, that'll just kickstart your pizza or whatever you're putting that in. London broil, bottom round, roast, $7.99. But right here, $4.99 a pound on your Genio lean ground turkey, 93% at $4.99. That is a good price, you guys. Really good price. Let's keep rolling down this ad. See what else we have. $2.99 a pound on pork spare ribs. Just okay. And I believe that is going to do it for the Smith's ad in Nevada. Now we're going to run into a California store. This is the Stater Brothers. Man, holds near and dear to my heart. Very local California company. My father and I used to shop at this store when I was just a very young man. It's been around a long time, and they run some decent deals. They're competitive. And here we go. We have a chuck roast or steak at $5.99 a pound. That's just competitive in the market. Bone-in New York strip, $9.99 a pound. Last week they ran the T-bone at $9.99, and that's not bad. And then we have flanken ribs at $7.99 a pound. I'm telling you, that flanken rib, you guys, that's a good rib. Very good rib. Try it on the grill. Boneless, skinless breast chicken leg meat at $2.99 a pound. And then we have a Sea of Cortez raw shrimp. What is this? A 10 to 15 count. Now that is an extra jumbo shrimp. That is a good size shrimp at $13.99 a pound. Wild caught too, but it's definitely a little higher priced. But man, you're gonna get what you pay for right there. That's a good shrimp. Mandarin oranges at $3.99. It's a 3-pound bag. That's pretty decent. Mangoes at 99 cents with the tahine at $3.29. Oh man, I love me some tahine on lots of different fruits. That's good stuff. $2.49 each on Lay's, kettle chips, baked Cheetos. So you got a little line here. It's probably selected varieties, mix and match at $2.49 each when you buy 4. And then Pepsi and Mountain Dew 2-liter bottles at $1.49 each. That's a good price when you buy 4, though. Farmer John bacon at $5.99. It's a 12-ounce product. It's just a decent, okay deal, but honestly kind of on the high side, really. Yoplait yogurt at 49 cents each. Not bad. We've definitely seen cheaper prices on that, though. Let's keep rolling down this ad. Right there, Oscar Mayer beef franks at $3.99. That's pretty decent. Man, they're not the only company. So we talked about Ballpark lower in their ounces as well. Here we go. Oscar Mayer is now selling a 15-ounce package of hot dogs, not a 16-ounce package. So they're inching down on the ounces, trying to save a little bit of money. Buy 2 get 1 free with Cheetos, Fritos, and Smart Food. And then Red Baron pizzas at $3.99 each, which isn't too bad. We have seen cheaper prices on those. $5.99 a 12-pack when you buy 3 of Coke products, and $4.99 a 12-pack when you buy 3 for Pepsi. It's not bad. Some decent Coke and Pepsi deals. Here's that 5-pack Kraft macaroni cheese at $4.99. We have seen it in some other stores at $3.99. So, competitive. This is a good digital deal right here for the Cheez-Its. Excuse me. Pop-Tarts and Rice Krispie Treats at $1.99 each on a digital deal, so you will need to go download these things. Raisin Bran and Frosted Flakes at $2.99 a box. Claussen Pickles at $4.49 a jar. That's not bad. Not bad at all. What else are we running? St. Louis style ribs at $4.99. $4.99 for a 4-pack of corn. Just okay. $1.49 for Hot House bell peppers. Looks like all the different colors. And then $2.49 a pound on bone-in pork loin, sirloin chops, or roasts. That's not bad. That's not bad. It's a good little pork sale there. And then your pork shoulder, picnic style shoulder, for $2.49 per pound. So that's just kind of sticking within the market. I haven't seen anything real low on pork shoulder roasts. All right, and that's it for the Stater Brothers, local California company. Now let's roll into the Ralphs, and this is mainly a California company as well. I'm sure there's Ralphs in other places, but this is mainly for the California stores. Let's see, and Ralphs is running a trimmed tri-tip at $6.99 a pound. That's a couple bucks a pound cheaper than it's been running lately, and being trimmed, I'm sorry, at $6.99 a pound. That is a good price. That is a very good price. A lot of these places will run an untrimmed tri-tip, and then they'll still charge you an exorbitant amount of money, unfortunately. Here's those cuties for a 3-pound bag for just $3.99, and those personal watermelons, 2 for $4. $2 for a personal watermelon. Boneless, skinless breast chicken or thigh meat for $2.99 a pound. That's just standard in the market, so to speak. And then here we go. Here's some 2-day sales. Remember, Ralph's is a Kroger company, so you're going to see some similarities from the other ads that we went over. So I'll go over this one just a little bit quicker. Kroger red potatoes at $2.99. This is a 2-day sale, Saturday and Sunday. Ballpark Franks. The bun length and regular beet Franks, 2 for $4. That's a little higher price there. Miss Vicky's potato chips at $1.99. That's not bad. There's your Jimmy Dean and your Hillshire Farm lunch meats at $3.99. Kroger butter, 2 for $7. And then these guys are just running a $5.49 each deal when you buy 4 on Coke and Pepsi products. Looks like they're running the Pepsi 12-pack, where a lot of places are running the Pepsi 15-pack. So I don't know. You be careful with that. Here we go. 3 for $8. Lay's, Doritos, and Fritos. Dave's Killer Bread, organic bread. Buy one, get one free. Not bad. Look at that regular retail to see if you're getting a good deal. Right up here, save up to $7.49. So each one is, that's not bad. That saves a little bit. Here's your weekly digital deals here. Remember, on your first transaction, you must buy 5 to really take advantage of these deals. Oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Peanut butter, 99 cents. I tell you, peanut butter, man, you can do so many different things with that. Snacks, put it on apples, celery sticks, man, peanut butter jelly sandwich, just so many different things. Cheez-Its, crackers, make your own little peanut butter sandwiches, with crackers. Man, so many little things you could do with the peanut butter. Here we go. We got extra large peeled shrimp, 21.25 count for $6.99 a pound. That's a decent deal. Hillshire Farm Polish kielbasa and their whole line of sausages for just $3.99, and Red Baron pizza just $2.99 each. Goldfish $1.49 each. Man, 99 cents on the Crest toothpaste. And then there's the Frito-Lay multi-pack, 18 packs of different kinds of chips for just $7.99 each for those kiddos' lunches. Not too shabby. Sweet Baby Ray's for just $1.79 a jar. Jiffy peanut butter, $2.29 each. Let's see what else we have. Not a good deal there on Hormel bacon. Oh, that's so expensive. 16 ounces of Laura lean ground beef for $10.99. Oh, I'm not sure about that one, you guys. Stay away from that one. That's expensive as hell. Nathan's Franks for $5.99 is just okay. Hatch chilies. We've had many discussions about Hatch chilies. Diced, sliced, smoked, in things, without things. Hatch chilies are just phenomenal, in my opinion. You can do so many different things with them. What else do we have here? What do we got here? Pork shoulder for $3.99 a pound. That is not a sizzling savings on pork. I don't agree with that. St. Louis style rib at $4.99 is just okay. Fresh Atlantic salmon at $12.99. That's expensive right there. And then 93 lean ground beef. This is the Norbest organic 93% lean ground turkey. Is $6 each. That's just okay if you like the lean stuff or the organic stuff. Pork tenderloin for $4.99 each. Then Kroger sides 2 for $6. Those Kroger sides are decent. I don't know if they're quite as good as Bob Evans, but pretty decent. And that's it for the Ralph's ad. Let's roll into the Smart&Final. These are quick, short ads. We'll go through this quick here. We got the First Street boneless, skinless breast chicken, just $2.99 a pound. Market standard, in my opinion. Buy one, get one free on the 6-ounce packs of raspberries. Not bad, not bad. Sorted chops for $2.99 a pound. Sold in the family pack. 2 pounds of cantaloupe for $1. We have some farm fresh produce variety and value. Yellow nectarines at $1.99. Here's a First Street mandarins, 5-pound bag at $6.99. Lemons, 4 for $1. Cucumbers, 2 for 98 cents. Roma tomatoes, 88 cents. Blueberries in the 6-ounce pack for just $3.99. First Street lemons for just, it's a 5-pound bag for just $6.99. Here's a chip deal right here. Doritos, Cheetos, and Ruffles. Now this is the large bag, family size bag for $3.49. That's a pretty decent deal. $5.99 a 12-pack on soda. And yes, somebody finally running a good deal. Flat meat, one of my favorite carne asadas, right there, $7.99 a pound. That is a good price. Almost each and every week you see this Bashas Jumbo Frank for $1.25 in these ads. $3.99 on these family pack size Oreo cookies. That's not bad. It's not bad. $1.99 on Kellogg's cereals. There's Kellogg's Eggo waffles at $2.49. Club crackers and Cheez-Its for $2.49. Not too shabby. $3.99 on Bashas bacon. That's just okay. It's a 12-ounce product, so not the best, not the worst, not the worst. Powerade for just 88 cents each. Food trucks, right there, 88 cents each. Go pull that limit. And I think, let's roll down here. Oh, we got a couple more deals here. There's the big bag of leg quarters for 89 cents a pound, and boneless beef brisket at $5.39 a pound. Fresh Street. What is that? Fresh Street boneless pork cushion meat at $2.99 a pound. That's just okay. 2 liter bottles of soda at $1.99 each. Looks like Mountain Dew, Pepsi, and Crush, and root beer. There's the gigantic pack of smoked sausage, Bar S, for $5. It's not bad. Tilapia for $4.49. Now, as a frozen product at the Cardenas, you can get that fresh each and every week. So it's not frozen. Pringles at $1.69, not bad. Let's see what else we have. What do we have? 64 pack of water for $12.99. That seems a little high for me. And that's it at the Smart&Final. Some decent deals here and there. Now let's go into the food for less. Food for Less is running a great chuck roast and chuck steak roast deal for $5.49 a pound, as well as a pork sirloin end chop for $2.49 a pound, just decent. And then we have jumbo avocados, 4 for $5. And Food for Less is a Kroger store, so you're going to see some similarities in these ads as well, but a little different. Split breast chicken, that's that bone-in, skin-on chicken for $1.99 a pound. That is the only way that I'll grill chicken breast. Skin on, bone on. That is going to be juicy and tasty when you barbecue it that way. Powerade at 10 for 10. Cantaloupe, 3 pounds for 99 cents. 4 bags of chips for $10. Fritos, Lay's, and Cheetos. There's that Ballpark Frank, 3 for $5. Kroger chips for $99. And here's a different deal. This is a digital deal, $4.99 a pound on Oscar Mayer bacon. Actually, $4.99 for 12 ounces of Oscar Mayer bacon. That's just okay, but Oscar is a good brand of bacon. Cube soda at $10.99. That's that 24 pack. And then we got our cuties at a 3-pound bag for just $3.49 each. Here's some more digital deals. Red Baron Pizza at $2.99. And peanut butter, 99 cents. Can't go wrong with peanut butter, 99 cents. Excuse me. Sorry, you guys. Let's see. Hot prices. $2 for French's. Mustard. $3 for Ritz. Pastaroni for $1. That's pretty normal. 4 for $5 for Gatorade and Rock Stars. Kroger butter, 2 for $7, $3.50 each. 4 for $1 for ramen. What else do we have? There's that 99-cent Crest toothpaste deal that we've been seeing. $8.99 on Coho salmon. That's a good price for Coho salmon. Farm raised, not bad. 10 for 10 on your Armor lunch makers for the kiddos' lunches. Kansas City style rib. It's a pre-rubbed rib for $4.49 a pound. That's a pretty decent deal. And I believe that's it for the Food for Less deal. All right, last store on our journey, and we're heading into Vons. Vons is mainly California stores, and they have, always earn 4 times points on back to school stuff at this point in the game. So they're running right now, looks like large yellow peaches, nectarines, or plums for $1.49 a pound. We've seen that plum deal in a number of stores. Plums are in season at $1.49 a pound. That's a good price. It's a very good price. There's that personal seedless watermelon at $1.99 each. Excuse me. And then we have, $1.99 on split breast chicken. That's that skin on, bone on chicken. Only way to barbecue breast chicken, in my opinion. Waterfront Bistro extra large shrimp shell on 16-20 count at $4.99 a pound. Now that is a pretty good price. And then these guys are running petite steak or chuck roast at $6.99 a pound. So just competitive in the market on that. $2.99 a pound on digital coupon. Lucerne cage-free large grade AA eggs 12 count at $2.99. Not bad. I mean, that's Walmart prices right there basically when it comes to egg deals. But the fact that it's cage-free double, I believe it's a little higher at Walmart for that egg. So that is a good deal in my opinion. Better than competitive. Let's see, buy 2 get 2 free on Fritos, Doritos, and Smart Food Tostitos. Not bad. Take a look at the regular retail. Buy 2 get 2 free on 6-pack Coke and Pepsi bottled soda. Not bad, not bad. Ooh, family size right there. Oreo cookies, $2.99. That is a great deal. That is a great deal. Honey Nut Cheerios at $3.49. Let's see what else we have. Now, Vons is part of that Albertsons Vons hub of stores. And so you see some of the similarities from this ad in comparison to, say, the Safeway ads. Crystal Geyser water for 89 cents each. Ciabatta yogurt, 99 cents each. Some coupon deals here. It's a three-day cyber sale, so you have to download these or click them. There's the bigger Lunchable for $1.99 each. That's a pretty good deal for the Lunchable. Frito-Lay variety pack for $9.99. That's 18 bags of chips. $10.99 on coffee. Boy, we've seen coffee prices go up, unfortunately, you guys. Where we would have seen that at like $7.99 or $8.99, a couple months ago. Now it's $10.99. Unfortunately, you guys, here's a $5 Friday deal. Looks like we got breast nuggets. This is the Foster Farms frozen line of these things for $5. Not bad. 3 for $5 on Coke 2 liters. 2 for $5 on blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries. Looks like a 1 pound pack, 6 ounce pack of blueberries. And blackberries, sorry. 2 for $5 on goldfish, but this is the family size. It's a bigger bag of those. 2 for $5. That's not bad. It's a 3-day cyber sale. I don't know why that's not coming out. I apologize. Red and green grapes at $2.99 a pound. That's just okay. There's your mandarins, 3 pound bag for $5.99. That's a couple more bucks a pound than I'd want to pay personally. $1.99 each on bag salad. Now that's the different kind of salad. It's just the ones with the salad dressing, and it has different. It has the kit basically in it. That's not bad for $1.99 for those salad kits. Deli Fresh Oscar Mayer lunch meats at $3.99. Baby back rib at $4.99 a pound. There's $3.99 each on Hillshire Farm rope sausage, and 5 for $5 on your smaller Lunchables. $1 a piece, not bad. It's not bad for that. And that is it for the Vons. And this ends our journey going through all these grocery store ads, trying to find the best price for both you and me so that we can save money. I truly believe, you guys, that we can shop just a few stores in your local area, your local grocery stores, and shop the front page items on those grocery store ads and really save money over your over your Costco's and your Walmarts and your big, bigger stores, Wincos and things like that are trying to sell you those big bulk packages. And you just don't need to buy those big bulk packages. You can shop at your local grocery stores. By shopping local, you'll keep the price competitive across the market. It doesn't matter if it's a warehouse store or if it's a local grocery store. These local grocery stores help keep the price regulated, and we need these little stores to be competitive with their front page items to keep the bigger stores in check. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there, and we really, really need to think about shopping locally. Trust me on this, and I know you can save money, and I can too, and I do it each and every week. I shop Safeway, I shop Fry's, and I shop Bashas. Those are the 3 stores that I go to in my local market, and then I pop into the Cardenas from time to time because that's a good, cool little store, plus I have one right down the street from my house. Yes, it's always convenient. So please, shop the local stores, save some money with Tom. Yes, shopping with Tom. All right, thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you for going on this journey with me, checking out these local grocery stores, saving some money. If you would, please hit the free subscribe button. Doesn't cost you a dime. Subscribe to this channel. I'm trying to reach 2,000 subscribers. That would be a milestone for me. And if you would, please hit the like button if you think I'm doing a good job. It just helps keep me in the algorithm, and it just help keep clicking me so you keep seeing me. And I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And hey, I'll see you next week. Bye now.